So hey, I'm back again to make another video. So I was reading on my news break that I get sent to my phone from an incident in Florida last week. This white lady named her last name was Zagar, Zagar, I think. She was at a Florida amusement park on some bumper car ride, and there was a little child, 11-year-old child, hit her bumper car. I'm not sure if it hit her or a bumper car she was in, but I'm more than likely it hit her. And she turned around, slapped the little black boy in the face, and said, "Fucking nigger. Nigger hit me." And she did this in blatant disregard of how the fact that it was a child, first, and second, she didn't care if anyone was watching. And when the police came to arrest her for this crime she committed, she was um, arrested for child abuse. And I decided to speak on this. She was arrested last week. She was released on Monday. She was arrested for child abuse. And when they searched her, she had drugs in a baggie in her pants, her shorts. And they arrested her for possession, and they arrested her for drug abuse. And she got out Monday. She was arrested last week. Guess she made bail. I'm not sure. But the point I'm making about this is this woman turned around, this bitch, because that's what she is to me. This bitch turned around, slapped a little black kid in the face, and said, "Fucking nigger, this nigger hit me." She, of course, denied saying that when the police came, but witnesses around her who saw her do this in a public park said that she said these words, even though she denied them. Now, she could have been high. I don't know. She had drugs on her. I don't know if it was intent to sell or intent to abuse, but she had them on her. So it brings me to facts and points that I'm always making. We haven't talked about white privilege. And white people who are privileged don't um, really recognize the privileges. I spoke of a story that happened when me and my friend was out shopping. She's a white girl. We were shopping and we were about to go into a store, a local store. And I was tying my bag up before I went to the store because we had gone shopping and shopped previous other places in our little shopping center. And so I was going into the store and I tied my bag up, and she asked me what I was doing. And I said, "We'll tie our bags up before we go into a store, or we'll be followed around and watched." We already get followed around and watched in the store. And she said, "What?" I said, "Yeah. I mean, it was so common for me just to tie my bag up. It's second nature now when I go out shopping. If I take a bag that's not from the store that I'm going into, I'll tie it before I go in there. So to ease the cashiers and the salespeople, to ease their minds. So it's just common nature, not common. It's second nature for me to do it now, not even realizing it shouldn't be second nature, but it is. I mean, I live in Texas, so tied it up, and I walked in there. She said, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they follow us around. They watch us. So I got to tie it up to make sure, pretty much to give them comfort." She tied hers up as well. But I tell that story to say the mentality. She doesn't think twice to go into a store with a bag in her hand, because that type of behavior doesn't affect her. It never has affected her. She doesn't have to worry about going into a store and trying to secure any outside bags or purses or any type of thing that she could be carrying inside of another store. She doesn't have to worry about securing that, because she's never been harassed or followed around or looked at accusingly by people in the store. I can't be a normal patron or customer without being watched. just because I wear this, because I got this on. So I speak on white privilege. Back to the original story of the woman slapping the little kid. She felt it was okay, comfortable. Now you can say it was instinct. No, it wasn't. Because what happened was there was this accident behind the little boy on the bumper cars, and a bumper car stopped suddenly when it hit another car and sent a chain reaction of cars that hit him, and he bumped into her. He didn't move his bumper car. The car just hit him and he hit her. She didn't turn around and try to figure out what was going on because they were children. She just turned around and reacted. The fact that I'm talking about privileges, this woman thought that it was okay to hit this child across the face. He was treated at the hospital for a swollen face. She hit him that hard. She said, no, I tapped his face. No, she had slapped shit out of him if he had to go get treated at the hospital for swelling. So she turned around and hit this boy, spewed a racial slur. And the fact of the matter is that they're comfortable in doing that. And I'm sorry, but Donald Trump, and y'all say what you want, but Donald Trump has made it comfortable for racist white people to come forward and spew these types of slurs. I mean, the ones that are diehard racists that are meant to be racist, they even say that they're acting like Trump. They're comparing themselves to him. And he doesn't care to be emulated in that way, in that light. So white privilege is rampant. It's running through the land. And y'all know it is. And for those who are unaware or are pretending like they don't know, or those who really don't know, let me just tell you, you don't have to worry about a police officer stopping you. You don't have to worry like, is this going to be my last day to breathe? Will I die? It's just knowing that we could be driving down the street and maybe go through a stop sign. Maybe we were just really jamming to the song that we was listening to, or we were telling our kids to be still. And we run a stop sign, or we didn't make a complete stop at a stop sign, and a police officer stops us and kills us or shoots us in front of our kids. Y'all don't have that fear that you may not go home, because the people that your paychecks pay to protect us is out there killing us. And to add insult to injury, have white people tell us that all lives matter when we're dying. So I ask every day, what do we need to do? It's going to take all of us working together to try to come up with a solution. We can either try to come up with a solution peacefully, or Black people are going to get tired of being pushed. Eventually, our survival instinct is going to set in. It's going to set in, and we're going to start pushing back. We need to solve this problem. Because all I know is that if this woman would have slapped my child, I wouldn't have cared if the police came, guns a-blazing. I'd have knocked that bitch out. I would have just knocked that bitch out. Y'all take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow.